Go!
This year all the teams have lowered the driving seat to try and combat the turbulence caused by the driver's helmet, which reduces the efficiency of the air intake into the engine. Another benefit they hope to see will be better handling of the car due to the lower centre of gravity.
Well, I just hope he's all right after that one. A slight mistake and he's right off the black stuff, fighting to keep going. I don't know what he's thinking of. This is an accident just waiting to happen. Go!
This year all the teams have lowered the driving seat to try and combat the turbulence caused by the driver's helmet, which reduces the efficiency of the air intake into the engine. Another benefit they hope to see will be better handling of the car due to the lower centre of gravity.
Down into first. It's Coulthard. He's lost it badly there, right off the tarmac. Up into third, up into fourth, fifth gear, sixth gear. Fifth gear. time is actually faster than the current fastest qualifying lap. Second gear, down into first. That's intermediate 2, and he's slower than his best. Well, he's got a bit to do over the rest of the lap to improve on his previous times. Down into first. Second gear. That's a good second split time. Not the fastest we've seen, but very respectable nevertheless. Up into second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. His time for the first sector is better, but he's still not as quick as the fastest qualifier. Down into first. He's down at intermediate 2, but he's improved on his previous times. This is classic racing. He must qualify near the front of the grid with that time. Third gear. He's down at the first split, but faster than his previous best. An interesting point to notice that both Williams and Jordan, two of the great innovators in car design, have opted for an oval air intake above the driver's head. It'll be interesting to see what difference this makes. He's improving on his own previous times, but still down on the qualifying leader. sixth.
One unique feature of the Stewart car design is the high side pods on the car and the large turning vanes, which should reduce the amount of debris that is sucked off the track into the radiator grills during the normal course of a race. This sort of accumulation can actually cause a drop-off between 10 and 20% in the radiator's efficiency.
Down into second. Down into first. That's slower than his fastest time at intermediate 1. At split 2, he's a bit behind his best time so far.
When you're driving a Formula 1 car, you cannot be tense. You're strapped in, you feel every movement, you're part of the car, and if you're tense with the car, it slides that little bit more. You must relax and let the car do the work.
Third gear. Third. Down into second. Well, he's got a bit to do over the rest of the lap to improve on his previous times. New safety rules for the design of the cars this year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver in the event of rear impact. Ferrari did this last year, and they've already overcome most of the problems, like excessive vibration, which can crack the rear wing. He's down at intermediate 2, but he's improved on his previous times. Third, up into fourth. Coulthard, he must have hit the barrier. He's already behind at split 1 and also down on his own previous best.
Weight is king in a Formula 1 car. Every extra kilo you have to carry loses you about 200ths of a second per lap. Fuel load, as in the aviation industry, is measured in kilos, not litres, and is precisely calculated to give optimum performance for minimum weight.
Up into second, down into first. Well, that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap today. The drivers in the slowest cars who don't get a time less than 107% of the fastest qualifying time can appeal to the stewards, but it's very unlikely that they'll be successful. That's a McLaren! There didn't seem to be anything he could do to stop himself ploughing into that barrier.
He's on a fresh set of tyres, which means that, for a while at least, he'll have something of a time advantage over the other cars.
Down into first. Up into second. Third. Fourth gear. Up into fifth. Sixth gear. Compared with his previous times, I can see that he's actually slower there. Up into fifth. Well, that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap today. It's Coulthard. That was a bit of a scrape along the arm cone. Second gear. Down into first. That's a better time over the first intermediate. Okay, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. He's down at intermediate 2, but he's improved on his previous times. He's hit Larini. Fourth gear, third gear, fourth gear, fourth. That's the fastest time over the first sector we've seen today. Down into first. He's up on the leader at intermediate 2. And that has got to be the fastest lap. Down into second. Down into first. Second. Down into second. That's the fastest time over the first sector we've seen today. Down into first. I don't think he's going to better his time. He's behind at split 2.
In a busy qualifying session, a Grand Prix driver has to be really on the limit. He brakes at the last moment, turns in very fast, cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever.
OK, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. Welcome to the Portuguese Grand Prix here at Estoril. This is a very demanding course. It's one that's a favourite testing ground with many of the teams. That means, of course, that the drivers know its 2.7 miles very well. But even so, corners like the new uphill chicane and the final parabolica can give them some problems. 1996 saw the third Williams victory there in 3 years, and that's a record Frank Williams is going to be very eager to maintain. The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. The red lights are beginning to come on. And it's go, go, go! Streaming down to the first corner. He probably just lost concentration for a second, and that was all it took. Look at that! He's hit Rubens Barrichello! He's got cleanly away. He's just hit Damon Hill. Oh dear! He's been overtaken by Magnussen.
What was that? Are you all right?
Into lap 2 now. He's closing the gap in front. That's past Magnussen. He's just hit Damon Hill. He's up on the leader at split 1. Race order. In first place, Williams number 1. In second position, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In third place, Michael Schumacher. Fourth, Gerhard Berger. Hang on! That's an excellent second split, faster than the race leader. In fifth, Jean Alesi. In sixth, Eddie Irvine. This is classic racing. He's managed to get past Herbert. 3 laps of the race left now. I think they may have had a bit of a bump there, Martin.
Yes, that's true.
He's collided with Panis. Look at that! He's right on his tail. I cannot believe it! Panis has managed to get past. This is unbelievable. The 2 cars have smashed into each other. If I just have a glance at their lap times. Now, what about the drivers in the lower positions? In 7th place, Giancarlo Fisichella. In 8th place, David Coulthard. 9th, Johnny Herbert. We're into the second to last lap. He's hit Fisichella.
Are you okay?
I hope that collision hasn't done too much damage to his rear wing. Marvellous! This is looking good for championship points if he can keep it up. And he's on his last lap now. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. The top positions are: first, Williams number 1. In 2nd place, Heitz Harold Frentzen. In 3rd place, Michael Schumacher. Hang on! 4th, Gerhard Berger. Hang on. He's collided with Alesi. He's moved up to 5th place. That's put him down. It's a win for the Canadian. I'm sure Frank Williams and the rest of the Williams team will be absolutely delighted with this win. In 2nd place, Heitz